let's talk about my neck. As you guys know, it was about 1 week ago when I told you guys, man, I was sleeping and I guess I must have wrenched my neck in my sleep and did something to really hurt it. And I told you the story about how over like 12, 13 years ago, one day I'm in the doorway of my bathroom back when I lived in the condo in Connecticut. And I just twist my head the wrong way. If I move the wrong way, I still get to shoot it. I cannot, once again, I still can't lean my head this way. I could turn it this way. I can lean it kind of forward and back. If I do too far forward, there it is. There's the pain right there. If I lean it too far back, there it is. There's the pain there right there. So I could go like a little bit of limited movement up and down to nod, and I could do some twisting, but I cannot lean my head to the right at all. Oh. Phil, and Phil. And we're going to dance. We're going to dance tonight. We're going to do the I'm doing a back-to-back dancing with Phil. All right. Very nice. Can we get some support for the silliness tonight? Can we get some support tonight for this ridiculousness, please? Okay. This thing is ridiculous. Like, it's so good. See, do we have any attachments for this thing? Yeah, I don't think so because I haven't used. See, do we have any attachments for this thing? Yeah, I don't think so because I haven't used. See, do we have any attachments? Let's get into the meat of it. First of all, an update on my health. It still sucks. In fact, so here's what happened yesterday. I hurt my neck when I was showering in the morning, okay? And I had a nerve pinch, and it was very sharp shooting pain from my neck where I pinched the nerve all the way through my shoulder, down into my actual arm, up to about here. And it hurt really bad. And I was nervous because I didn't know how it was going to affect my gameplay or anything for the day. Happy to say it really didn't, because I'm very good at distracting myself from pain. As I explained yesterday, I used to have a debilitating back injury in my lower back that got so bad that it was just ongoing pain even in my sleep. So basically I found ways to kind of zone out and tune out from the pain. And what I've found is that when I pick up this controller and I actually start playing a video game and I pay attention to it, I really don't pay attention to the pain anymore. Yesterday I'm playing Armored Core 6 and I'm thinking, man, this game's tough. It might distract me. I kind of forgot about it, which was great. But I have some bad news. So here's the good news is, over the course of yesterday, it actually was getting better. By the end of last night when I had played Chrono Trigger, my neck actually didn't feel so bad. And actually, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a drink before I go to sleep. So I had some tequila with some like V8 mixer drink. It's like a V8 low-calorie fruit drink. And I mixed it in with some tequila and I had a drink. Like, this will good. It'll loosen me up, numb me up. I'll be able to go to sleep and have no problems here with this neck pain tonight. So I do this. And I wake up this morning, okay? And here's the thing. When I go to sleep, typically when I fall asleep on my back, just like this, leaning back onto my pillows. I just fall asleep with nice full neck support. However, I tend to be someone who shifts in their sleep. And I've woken up in many different positions over the years. I end up waking up in a side sleeper's position on my right-hand side with my neck crinked up at an angle. And I start to move and I'm like, oh no. Basically, I'm not even kidding you, the pain got worse. Because I must have moved to this position in my sleep, and now I start moving, and I've got, like, every time I'm moving my neck, it's like pain, pain, pain. Like, oh my God. This fucking sucks. What did I do? Right? So, yeah, it blows. What can you do? It's a nerve pinch. It's bad, you know, and I'm doing my best. I mean, I'm hoping once again. I wake up in the morning.
Good for you.
And my neck is sore. And I'm like, oh, man, it must have been another one of these nights when I slept weird on my neck. Now, you remember a few weeks ago I told you guys I had pretty bad upper back pain. I guess what had happened was, again, I was sleeping in a weird position, and likely I either pinched or depressed a disc in my neck, and I woke up with shooting pain and numbness in my upper back, which I've never really had. It made me nervous because, as you guys may or may not know, in the mid-2000s to late 2000s, I had a lot of back pain and back issues. They really didn't resolve themselves mostly until around 2014, 2015 when I moved out here to Washington and I adjusted my lifestyle in a way that I lost weight, but also that I didn't have to really strain my back physically anymore to do anything. But I had severely...
You mean you sit around and do absolutely
bad back
fucking
pain,
nothing?
A severely herniated disc in my lower back at one point. And it was bad. You know, doctors told me if I didn't do something to change my lifestyle that I could have it rupture and end up having major problems for the rest of my life and might require surgery. So when this back pain started a few weeks ago, I was very nervous about it. I was like, this is not good. You know, what if this is the signs that something else is going wrong with my back? The good news is within like 3-4 days, it was gone. So it must have been, just like I said, a nerve pinch or sleeping a weird way and twisting my back or wrenching my back, or even, you know, maybe it was a minor thing with my disc, but it wasn't a big deal. So yesterday I wake up in the morning and my neck is sore. I'm like, this is a bad sign. So I start to move around. Let me tell you a quick story. You guys probably will know this if you're a longtime fan. About 10 years ago, one morning, I wake up, and this is back when I used to make videos daily in Connecticut. It was my full-time job, and I just was stretching. And I still remember the moment this happened. I was standing in the doorway of my bathroom at my old condo in Connecticut, stretching, and just like moving my neck around and stretching and everything. And all of a sudden, as I'm doing this, I feel sharp, shooting, excruciating pain from my neck all the way down the back of my shoulder, through my shoulder, all the way through the front of my arm, all the way through the forearm into my right thumb. Okay? And it is
and it
like
crippled him for life.
Excruciating. After a little bit, it went away. I had to take a lot of, what do they call NSAIDs, like Tylenol and stuff. But I couldn't feel my right thumb at all.
What
It
is
was
he looking
completely
at?
numb. It was a stupid text that had nothing to do with anything. Yeah, and I was like, this is bad. I wonder what's going to happen. So, the 29th of August, 2023, we are almost at the beginning of September, if you can believe it, and the busy gaming season is about to begin. What was going on today? Well, first of all, unfortunately, this morning, if you can believe it, in the shower, I hurt my neck. I've had sharp shooting pain through my neck all the way down into my upper shoulder all day long. Told everyone the story about it on the podcast if you want to hear it. Sadly, I have a history of this kind of problem in my life. I'll probably have this for the rest of my life. And I was actually nervous at first of how bad it was going to be and if it was going to affect my gameplay today. So I popped an extra strength migraine Advil in the morning to see what would happen. As you know, over the years, I've had physical problems. Many years ago, I had a debilitating back injury where in my lower spine, my a disc in my, I think it was my L4 vertebrae, L3, L4 vertebrae. I forget which two vertebrae it was because it's been so long ago. But my disc got so severely herniated that basically it was going to rupture. And if I didn't do things to change my lifestyle, I might have had major medical problems for the rest of my life. And luckily, it got taken care of. And as of today, it's not really a big deal. It only, if I have like a really strenuous day, do I have any issues with that? However, I still have ongoing issues with my spine, my body, my discs, nerves, and every once in a while, these issues rear their ugly head and really can be a huge hindrance and sometimes a major problem in my life. All right? Many, many years ago, in 2011, okay, this is when I was still an earlier YouTuber. I'd only been doing YouTube for about 3 years. It was the first year where I was actually doing YouTube full-time as a job. I was standing in, I still remember when it happened, okay? I was standing in the doorway of my bathroom in my condo in Connecticut, and I just so happened to be looking up. I thought there was like something up, and I was like moving my neck around, and all of a sudden, I felt a large, sharp, stabbing pain through my neck, all the way through my body, through my shoulder, down into my arm, all the way through into my thumb, okay? It was so bad that my thumb, my right thumb, went completely numb, and I couldn't feel anything in the thumb at all, okay? Coom, we're going to call them catacombs again, I see. I'm trying to decompress my back. I felt perfectly fine, and then I sat down and started playing after break here, and all of a sudden it feels like my back tweaked, my upper back, like one of the discs. Previously in my life, I had a seriously bad lower back injury where I had a severely herniated disc. This feels like a tweaking of the disc in my upper back, which I've had before, and it leads to some pain and numbness and stuff for a few days till it goes away. So I hope it's not serious. I hope I didn't, like, hurt it too bad, but I don't know what happened because I didn't really do anything. Stupid. I got a stupid body. Okay. If it got any worse, I might have lost control of being able to use the bathroom properly. It was so herniated that when I went and got my MRI, the doctor said if we didn't catch this now, this was going to rupture any day. Like, literally, it was about to burst. So I lucked out and started doing mitigating you know, therapy, injections into the spine before it exploded. And so because of that, it took several years, but finally it kind of like adjusted itself and stopped being herniated after about, geez, let's see, I got diagnosed probably 2007. And I moved out here in 2014, and within, I'd say, 2 years of moving here, it adjusted. So I'd say about 9 years it took until finally it's not really an issue anymore. But I still have lingering back issues every once in a while. If I have a day where I'm out and about and I'm doing a lot of walking or lifting stuff and carrying stuff, it'll hurt bad or even get numbness again. And my upper back now, I'm noticing I'm getting tweaking. Like, I never had that when I was younger, and now all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, now my upper back has the same kind of similar pain now that I used to have in my lower back. It's not as serious in the upper back, but still it's concerning. And, you know, gotta hope that it's not something that lasts. Usually it doesn't. Usually, you know, it's only like a few days, so. Okay, anyway. I don't know how I hurt my back. I have a severely herniated disc in my lower back, and really there's no explanation. It's not like I fell. It's not like I was in a car accident.
Heart-stopping car wreck caught on camera in Florida. Incredibly, the driver survived and now has witnesses to thank. ABC's Adrian Bankert with the video.
This heart-stopping crash came out of nowhere, the car flipping over nearly a dozen times. Police now examining this video to determine why the driver completely lost control. Good Samaritans come to the rescue, flipping the car right side up and pulling the man through a window from the wreckage. Luckily, no one else was hit, the driver taken by helicopter to a local hospital.
It gives me goosebumps. It's crazy that, you know, that car did flip so many times and that actually was somebody in there that actually survived.
No doubt bystanders made a life or death decision for that driver. We're told he's being treated for his injuries, including head trauma.
Lifting some heavy shit, and I'm like, oh, no, you know, nothing like that. Just, it happened. And so because of that, I have pain a lot when I stand up for, you know, longer periods of time, when I drive a car on the highway for, you know, more than just a couple seconds actually, or when I drive long distances, you know, at slower speeds. In addition to that, you know, obviously I can't do anything like dance or do any kind of, you know, strenuous physical activity like sports or anything like that, just very basic stuff. So pretty much since this injury came to light last fall, I tried to, you know, figure out what am I going to do with my time, because I can't go out much anymore. And so I decided to play video games.
What is up, YouTube?
Phil, did you really have to apply at my job?
Baby, what's forcing you to be here?
Can you at least tell me what happened with your streaming career?
It ended because of trollish dickheads.
And it didn't work, so I don't know what your little plan was, but it didn't work.
I do agree with Cobra on this one.
You're a Cobra Angel.
You have to shut the fuck up about my wife.
Yeah, keep it up, assholes, because guess what? One day I'm gonna get laid by the hottest of age doc chick that's biologically female, and it's gonna be consensual, and she'll be alive. And on top of that, y'all gonna be jealous as fuck, because I ain't gonna say shit about it. Because quite frankly, that's none of your business.
What a great asshole.
Instead of a tip?
No, I don't want an Applebee's gift card, Kevin. Goodbye. Don't come back.
Let's get some
Wow.
These people are that dumb. Shut the fuck up, baby. Alright, great. That day, and today we've got, literally, I haven't received a single tip. I don't want to go back to where I was 3 years ago.
Who is that guy in the cowboy hat?
Kevin and his shithead fan base.
What about college or certification?
Intelligence? I don't want that.
Hey, Phil Burnell, it's your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. And detractors have your number, buddy. I've seen the bank leaks. Jasper showed me your phone. We all know the WWE Champion's addiction is getting worse. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Sure. What the fuck?
That the people that donate to him, they call them dinks.
I'm done. It's not Dark Souls. It's not Elden Ring. It's not worth it. It's not.
That deserves more than Burger King.
Fuck this. I'm so stressed. My freaking heart rate's up to the top. My face is turning red, and the trolls are going, they're dancing around. Phil's tortured. Phil's tortured. I think those days are over. I've been out of the job market for 10 years almost, and it's going to be probably another 10 years.
Since you just quit, why not try streaming again?
I am going to redouble my efforts to make content that people want and will support.